Trump is now designing fighter jets for the Air Force because he thinks stealth isn't real, and he says that the fighters are ugly because of it. We're with Trump earlier today giving a press conference, and he said a few things about fighter jets.
I'm not a huge believer in stealth because stealth is basically, a lot of it's the design and the shape, and I'm sure you maybe think, but also if that's the case, they're going to figure it out pretty fast, I think. So you're going to design an ugly plane for stealth reasons, and then 6 months later, they're going to figure out this, and then you're stuck with a plane. Now
Trump also said that he's going to redesign the F-35 to the F-55 with a simple upgrade, and it'll have 2 engines instead of 1 because he doesn't like single engines. With one aviation researcher reacting to this by saying, yes, for sure, take a F-35 and simply add a second engine to it. And that happens when idiots talk about stuff they simply do not understand. And this is notably the F-35 is supposed to be in service until 2060, and it's the most expensive plane ever created. You also have the war zone saying that a dual-engine F-35 might be of interest to people, but that they would have to completely redesign the entire aircraft. And then they also expressed skepticism over the F-55 actually happening for a few reasons. The US Air Force is clearly struggling to afford the programs it already has on its books, including the F-47. And there's also the very real possibility, and even some would argue a probability, that with the F-55, Trump was describing an altogether non-existent program. With him noting the time that Trump announced a delivery of F-52 and F-35 fighters to Norway, but that he was confused, and what actually happened was the delivery of 52 F-35s to Norway. Who knows what's going to come from this? I say give the man some papers, some crayons, get him cracking on some designs, just make some shit. I don't care anymore. The dumber the better, in my opinion. Follow to stay in the loop.